That's too low. That's okay. I'll just lower myself. I lower my standards for others. Shut up. Ahoy. Oh my god, I just made tea. Hang on. We gotta go get that. Is it even hot anymore? No. Just the problem is when I add a cold splash of milk, you know, the temperature is gonna drop even more. Does anyone else shake their milk? Like before you use it, you just give it a quick little, because I've been doing that since I was a child. And I just realized today, I was thinking about it, I was like, why do I shake my milk? I was just wondering if anyone else does that or if I was raised wrong. Don't look at this. It's whole milk, I know. England ruined me. We need to talk about something that made a little bit of a difference in my life that I think will make one in yours too. If we're similar. I don't know. Like maybe. But where should I sit? Oh my god. Maybe in front of the Christmas tree. Some type of monster. We just got it yesterday. Well, I'm still gonna sit in front of it, even though it's just a bush at this point. But I need to get some things. I'm not ready. I turned on the camera and I'm not ready. Welcome to this channel. Alright, this background's not as fire as I thought it was gonna be. Here's what happened the other night. I was scrolling through Reddit, as one does, when you're just when you want to be on a social media that's antisocial. I don't know. I always feel like scrolling through Reddit is more of like an educational experience and not so much like a mind-melting, you know, waste of time. And just, yeah, I just feel like Reddit is different than the others. Okay, Reddit's not like other girls. Let me see if I can just pull up the post. What is a reason to live? That's literally, okay, so that's all I asked. 44,000 upvotes, 15,000 comments. The top response was, because if I killed myself, then a bunch of freaking girls who bullied me in school would post about me on Instagram about how sad they are and how nice they were to me. That's funny. Somebody said to outlive your enemies. Hot showers. Just hot showers is all I need. Conversely, a pool in the summer. Perversely, a hot tub in the winter. One for me is music. Just when I thought my music was getting stale this year, I discovered my new favorite artist, and it makes me excited for what other amazing music I'll discover in the future. Music brings me back down to earth, let me tell you. When I'm in my worst states and a really good song happens to come on, it will re-inspire me to live, because I'll be like, this music makes me feel so good and it is so cool. Like, this is so cool. How much this sound, this series of sounds is affecting me. And that's a reason to live, because of how cool this is. Maybe I could make this, or maybe there is more cool stuff. Like, just the fact that I can feel this. Anyways, somebody said, when I was really depressed, what kept me going was the small things. A video call with a friend, seeing my friend's cat, a great meal I was waiting for, a movie I'd been wanting to see. The small things eventually add up to a series of lived days, and the days become weeks and months and eventually years. The big picture can be extremely overwhelming in tough times. It's day-to-day, minute-to-minute victories that can get you back on the right track, no doubt about it. Mood and circumstances are temporary. Death is permanent. 32 was the worst year of my life. I thought I might die at one point. Had I died, I'd never taken the best vacation of my life. I'd never become an uncle. I wouldn't have been there to help family and friends through their own problems. I don't regret a moment of living, no matter how painful it gets. Someone said shits and giggles. True. Both of those are nice. You can die at any time, but once you die, you can't go back to being alive. Also brownies. Good ass cinnamon rolls. I can't argue there. And there are even people in here being like, message me if you need or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then I came to this one. There's no such thing as a bad reason to live. You want to see the season finale of that show? If that's what gets you through the next few weeks, that will do. You don't want to leave the other half of that meal in the fridge? Stick around for it. If you're in a position where you're looking for reasons to keep going, there are more than you think. The people in your life who love you and would be absolutely devastated to lose you, the chance to see more of the world, even just to spite the people who said you couldn't do it, but sometimes the big picture can be hard to see. So stick to whatever it is that's keeping you going right now and find something else one step at a time. And that one kind of hit me a little bit differently, because really of that first line, there is no such thing as a bad reason to live. which is not totally true, but I appreciate the sentiment. So here's the thing that I really loved about this whole thing. It wasn't the ideas of reasons to live. It was the fact that there's thousands of people were listing off the most simplistic aspects of life and saying this is a reason to live. For a meal in the fridge, a leftover meal. Thousands of people commented on this person's post to convince them to stay long enough for another meal. That is beautiful to me. I find in my life it's so hard to feel connected to the world as a whole. Feel like we as human beings are capable of like love and connection because I don't know what country you live in, but America's pretty fucking divided. Feels almost impossible to see eye to eye, even if you are willing to listen to someone. And there's so much hatred and lack of empathy. At the most basic way to put a lot of our problems is a lack of empathy and fear. Racism, sexism, homophobia, fucking bigotry, xenophobia. All of it, you know, basically, maybe, I could boil it down to a lack of empathy and fear. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just saying. This post, you know, it was just a person. There's no picture attached. There's nothing to... It's just a human. And then all the responses are from other humans. That's all we know, is that this is a human asking why I should keep living. And other humans say, this is why. Please keep going. Message me if you need. There's literally no bad reason for you to be on this planet. People are saying... We want you to stick around even if you're just going to watch a TV show. Even if the only thing that you're sticking around for is to finish a season of a TV show, we still want you here. Because, I mean, you walk around thinking like if you're not adding to society or if you're not doing so much good that like your existence is meaningless and worthless and you're not even wanted here. Even if you do a bunch of good things, there could be, you know, parts of yourself that other people just are never gonna accept or love. But on this one Reddit post, and maybe I'm overthinking it, just felt so like raw, like just a very like basic display of humanity. People do care about people. People want people to live. I was asking myself, why? Why are these people giving this person reasons to live? Why do they care? One, you don't know this person. Two, like, what's one less person on this planet? Like, people die every 3 seconds. Like why do you actually care to give this person reasons to live? Because people care about people. We care about each other. And then other things get in the way. But at the core of it, we care about each other and we want each other to live and prosper. So that got me thinking about life. It's how strange the love of a stranger. Even stranger, the hate of a neighbor. Here's what I was thinking. But why to keep living? I don't know. I struggle with this a lot. I feel like any human that thinks for long enough will eventually realize that there's sort of a lack of reason to be here. Sorry. Yeah, so I come to this place, a lot, and there are things that pull me in and out of it, by surprise or by force. My mom always forces me out of these places. I'm very lucky to have her. And then sometimes it's very random or very out of left field things that happen that give you a renewed sense of life and love. And those things don't always sustain themselves. Come and go. They do come. So anyways, what I was thinking, this came about because I was on a run, feeling terrible, you know, just one of those runs where everything sucks. And I walked down to, you know, the edge of the water to look at some ducks, because it was beautiful and I had some nice music. And I was just trying to sit there peacefully watching these ducks. I could just sit here forever doing this. This is nice. But I had to shit. I was gonna shit my brains out. I was gonna shit in that duck pond if I didn't leave soon. And I realized in that moment that that is the only thing that keeps me. I guess I can't speak for everyone, but it made sense to me that that was the only thing that kept me moving in life. The only reason I had to live was because I could physically feel stuff. I would have never left that duck pond if I didn't have to shit. If it didn't physically pain me to the point where I couldn't just keep standing there. I had to go. I had to move. I had to get in the car and drive back to my house so I could relieve myself of that pain. But if I had never felt that, if I didn't physically feel the need to shit, I would have never shit. I would have never left. I wouldn't have done anything. I would have done nothing. I wouldn't have cared about anything. There would have been no reason for me to ever get in my car. Imagine if being homeless didn't come with the fact that you're living outside in the cold, you know, with a lack of resources of all kinds. What if the cold didn't physically feel so terrible? What if hunger wasn't a physical pain? Then you just wouldn't eat and you wouldn't mind being outside. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't want a bed because hard ground wouldn't feel so bad. Loneliness, I fucking feel like heartbreak. It is like physically almost worse than breaking a bone, and I've had both. So the fact that I could feel things was where I started. That's where I started it. And, you know, I thought, well, even if I don't care to feel, everybody else feels, and they're going to continue to feel. So the best thing I can do is be the best person for others so that they can feel good. Because I just straight up do not care. Here's the thing, when you die, your soul might go to heaven or be reunited with your lost loved ones, or maybe you'll become a ghost and haunt the earth. Or maybe you'll just be stuck in the ground, in the mud for eternity. Just dead. Just nothing. But you'll be dead asleep, so it doesn't matter anyways. We don't know what happens to humans when they die. But we do know that your senses and your nerves don't go with you. I don't know what the experience is, but I know you don't get this material feeling self. Here on Earth, you feel shit. Do you even know what a good ass song does to me? Eating chocolate. Smelling a good ass candle. Watching the ocean do its thing. Glancing up at the night sky. And it's just riddled with stars. And a full moon. I was just in the middle of something. Nice message. A fart. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Looking up at the night sky and seeing a fucking full moon. A full moon! And imagining one day getting there. Going there. Looking back at Earth. The way you look at the moon. I can feel that shit. I can feel that shit. The ultimate feeling. Feeling of love. From family. From a pet. From a loved one. A significant other. From yourself. Absolutely nothing feels that good. In my opinion. Maybe an olive oil loaf cake. I'm kidding. That was a joke for my subscribers. If you're a subscriber, then you know. Then you get to be in on the jokes. But if you're not a subscriber, then you don't get the refs. better subscribe then. Love from your lover. Nothing feels that good. It just doesn't. And maybe in heaven, everything feels that good all the time. But would you want that? Would you really want that? You've got it right now, and it won't last forever. Go feel some shit. Even the shitty feelings. Take a leap. Go dive off a cliff. Because maybe you land on some really hard, jagged rocks, but maybe there's a Tempur-Pedic mattress at the bottom, and you just sink right in, and it just shoots you back up into the air, and then you're fucking flying. And it's something you've literally never felt before in your life and never thought you ever would. Because why on earth would you ever jump off a cliff? I've done it. I'm speaking metaphorically. I have literally jumped off a cliff, and you know what happened? Both. I landed in this most squishy, delicious, scrumptious pile of pudding I had ever experienced in my life. It was like unicorn shit pudding. It was like, okay, it was the best experience I've ever experienced, and I just sunk right into it, and then it shot me back up into the air, and I was fucking flying. And then I pulled my parachute, and there were fucking holes in that parachute, and I just fell fucking hard, and there was no pudding actually anymore at the bottom. It was just hard, a hard, flat, fucking cold ass rock, and I just smacked it, and it hurt. There were holes in my parachute, and I knew that there were holes in that parachute. That's the thing. I knew, but I thought maybe the landing will save me. Just maybe. Maybe those, the red flags that I know about, the holes in my parachute, maybe they won't matter, but they did. But hey, listen, I felt that. Do you hear me? I felt that. We're very lucky to get the opportunity to feel. I'm a big overthinker. There comes a point where there are so many choices, and there's not ever going to be a right one, so you just have to make a choice. And then go ahead and make that the right choice. You're only going to experience life if you go out and experience life. Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you get when you play it safe? How good does that make you feel? How nice are your days? Are they just pleasant? Are you just comforted? How is that comfort? Does that not ever turn into boredom for you? Do you not ever feel, I mean, maybe you'd find, perhaps living safely and comfortably feels so much better for you. And then that's great. And I'm glad you know that about yourself, and you should keep doing that. If you're mentally stable, happy, confident, thriving human being, fuck yeah, kudos to you. I'm absolutely fully in support of that choice. I'm also fully in support of the complete opposite of doing the shit that scares the shit out of you and putting yourself in positions that, why would you do that? I don't know, to feel something, because why else the fuck are we here? Now, it is also a privilege to be able to not just have to take what you can fucking get out of life. Take the job that you can get and work full-time, overtime, take care of, however many kids, single mother. You come home from a full day of working to then take care of your kids. Like, it is a privilege to have the luxury and time to go experience life. So for that, I'm very grateful. But I also know that there is always time. Like, you can find some room. There's usually some time. And there's always gonna be regret when you stifle your impulses and control and restrict yourself. When you let fear win. I'm so guilty of this. Listen, all of my videos are just projections, okay? Like, I talk to the camera because I need to talk to myself. I need to go back and edit this footage and listen to it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking at you. This is just me, like, hashing out my life, trying to figure it out, trying to make it the best I can. I'm literally just trying to give myself advice. So I need you to know that I recognize that this is not a way everybody can live, and that I'm very privileged. All I can do is be grateful for that, and I am. I'm very fucking grateful for that. But anyways, that's so far where I'm at just today. Today is December 5th. That is where I'm at. And there's no bad reason to live, pretty much. And I love that. There's so much shit in this world, but at least you can feel. At least you can feel. I'd rather feel that heartbreak than feel nothing at all. And that's the truth. Is that enough? Are you good? I think I am. Okay, cool. This background is so shitty. It's gonna bother me. I just realized how much it's gonna bother me when I'm editing. This just looks terrible. This white fucking, and this, come on, man. It smells hella good though, and that makes me feel good. It's real. Oh, that's so good. Wait, I was just gonna say something that I totally forgot. Oh yeah, and that's the thing about life, is like, it's up to you. Your life is what you perceive it to be. It's just, everyone's in their own heads all the time. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone's constantly thinking. Everybody thinks something of everything, and like, if you're living your life in performance for others, like, you still have no control over what they think. You still are not going to be able to make them like you or live in a perfectly objectively good way. Like what? Because that's different for everyone. Everything is different for everyone. So that shit, to throw that out the window, that's not gonna work. So all you can deal with is your here and now, and what you perceive. What do you want out of life? Go ask for it. Envision it, ask for it, and start working towards it. I don't know. And while you're at it, go experience some things. Take some deviations on that. Don't make a beeline. The best experiences are the ones that came out of over here. The ones that took you that way and you were like, I didn't expect this. But fuck yeah. Even the pain. Anyways, I am gonna pee my pants, and because it hurts, and if I don't pee, I will literally think I might die, I have to stop the video. You see? Because I physically have to go pee. What if I had made it this color? Oh! Wow! My mom's company sent her this for her it's a ring light for her Zoom meetings, but she doesn't need a ring light. She's not a YouTuber. Only YouTubers need ring lights. So I decided to liberate her of the burden of owning this. And look at what it's done for my channel. This is, it's making me miss the club. Anyone else miss the club? All right, how do I get back to like the, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. I had it up pretty bright. Ooh. I gotta pee. Wow, that looks nice. I should have had this lighting for the entire video. Oh, that's a real bummer. Should I redo it? Nah. That's all I have. As always, please leave comments, discuss with me. I read them all. Sometimes I don't have the energy to respond, but I am reading them. I'm chewing on it, and I digest it. So yeah, anyways, that is all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.